Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have this glamorous, smoky, glittery eye look, and yes, I hope you will enjoy watching. So the first thing I'm doing is applying a shadow shield, and shadow shield is what it is called. It's a shield that picks up shadow fallout, and I really like to use these. And then I'm going in with the Noir Eyeshadow by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm using a winged liner brush by Sigma. I have a special discount code for Sigma, it's in the description bar. And I'm just going to use this brush since it's very slim and you can work really precise with this one. And I'm going to create a crease line. And today I'm going to keep it a little bit round because I'm going for a sort of cut crease, halo, smoky eye kind of thing. But normally I do a winged cut crease. I don't know, I do something different every time. But today I wanted to go for something round. And the shadow shield comes in really handy because you can just put the line towards the shadow shield. Now I'm going to use the Makeup Geek Sand Dollar eyeshadow. This is a very light shade and it comes very close to my skin tone, but it has more of a cool undertone. I'm going to blend this right in my crease above the crease line that I created. I'm using a blending brush by Sigma and I'm just going back and forth all over the place. You don't need to be very precise. Just apply just that amount of product that you can slightly see the color. Now I'm going to use the shade Bed Rock by Makeup Geek. And I'm going to use my Morphe M506 brush and I'm going to place this right in the middle so you can see the line. Then I'm going to apply the Bed Rock shade right above it, and then you have the transition shade that I applied before this. So this will be a sort of in-between shade. So it's not really dark, not very light, it will just come right in between. And don't be scared to go on top of that line, it doesn't matter if you smudge it out. You will see later on why. Now I'm going to use the shade Concrete Jungle, also by Makeup Geek. This is a darker shade than the Bed Rock, even though it looks very familiar when I was holding the eyeshadow. And I'm going to use this just right on top of that line. And I also switched my brush into a little bit more, it's kind of the same size as the Morphe M506, but this one isn't that fluffy. So when you apply this in your crease, it will just not spread all over the place. It will, I don't know how to explain, but I guess you know what I mean. It's just a little bit more preciser. Now I'm going back in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Noir Eyeshadow. And I'm going to reapply this, but mainly at my outer V. So I'm just going to start where I also started with the line at the beginning. And this is just to intensify. I want the eye look to have a very darkened up outer V, and that's why I do this. So I'm using that same winged liner brush again by Sigma. Now I'm going to use that Concrete Jungle eyeshadow again by Makeup Geek. And I'm just going to blend this right on top of that black line to smudge it out. And I'm sort of trying to make this fade into the shades in my crease. And I have to say it was kind of hard because these shades are much darker than the shade that is in my crease. So I really needed to blend this out very carefully and just have patience. The more you blend, it will look better and better. So now I'm going to use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I use it in the shade NC15. And I'm going to apply this all over the eyelid and also right underneath that line that I created at the beginning, to make it look very sharp and smooth, and it will just clean up all the mistakes and eyeshadow that has been blended right underneath that line. You basically don't want any eyeshadow to be underneath that line, and as you can see, it didn't matter that I went kind of crazy with my blending brushes and that the eyeshadow also came on my eyelid, because right now I'm going to clean it up. But at this point you don't want any eyeshadow to be shown on the eyelid. You want everything to look really smooth. And the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer will also be a base for the eyeshadows that I will apply on my eyelids. Now I'm going to use the Makeup Geek Ice Queen Eyeshadow. I'm using a very tiny smudge brush by Sigma, and I'm going to press this shade at the beginning of my eyelids. Now I'm going to use the shade Rockstar by Makeup Geek. It's a very light grayish shade and it has a sort of metallic finish, but it's very light. So I'm going to press this at the middle part of my eyelid. I'm using a concealer brush by Sigma, and I'm also going on top of that Ice Queen eyeshadow to make it melt together. Now I'm going to use the shade Graphite, not sure how to pronounce, it's by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And this is going at the outer V of my eyelid and also a little bit in the middle part. I'm just trying to create a sort of ombre effect on my eyelid and just melt the eyeshadows into each other. And right now I'm using the MAC 242 brush. Now I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Noir Eyeshadow again. This is a very intense black matte eyeshadow. And I'm using my Morphe M506 brush, and I'm just going to blend this in my outer V. Now you can see, because I reapplied that black eyeshadow in my crease, I can now connect the eyeshadow that I'm applying in my outer V with the black eyeshadow in my crease to make it melt together, and you get a sort of smoky effect at the outside of your eye look, and I really like how that looks. Now I'm going to use the MAC Mixing Wedium Gel, and I applied this on a MAC 242 brush, and I'm softly pressing this on my eyelid. And now I'm going to dip that brush into my Certifeye gunmetal glitter, and I'm going to softly press this on my eyelid. And you can see there already are a few glitters on the eyelid when I applied the Mixing Wedium Gel, but that's because I already used this brush for my other eye, but that's not a big problem. And I would really suggest, if you use a glitter like this, to be really careful with applying. Just apply a really tiny amount so you don't get a very harsh glittery effect. Of course, if you like the look of having the eyeliders be very thick on the eyelid, just do whatever you like. But I prefer using a very thin layer, so it kind of looks like the eye glitters fade into my eyeshadows. And this can be pretty hard, but today it worked. So this is how the eye look looks when I remove my shadow shield. So now I'm going to apply some Sigma Wicked Gel Eyeliner. This is a gel eyeliner. I applied a line above my lash line, and I'm going to create a wing. I'm using a eyeliner brush from Tarte Cosmetics. And I'm just going for a simple cat eye today. And I'm not showing this in this video, but I always like to use the NYC liquid liner right on top of my gel eyeliner. Of course, you can use whatever liquid liner you like to use, but I prefer using the NYC liquid liner. I don't know what it is, it's very inexpensive, and I just like the combination of that eyeliner with a gel eyeliner. And especially because I used glitters, I feel like when you're done with your eye look and you just apply a thin coat of liquid liner on top of the gel eyeliner, it kind of looks extra black, and it will also hide the glitters that fall on the gel eyeliner. So now I'm going to use the Certifeye black eye pencil, and I'm going to apply this in my waterline. So I just applied a line, and whenever I apply a black pencil in the waterline, I kind of try to press a little harder to make it look extra black. Sometimes I just feel like this has to be a little bit pressed in order to get it to look very black, if you know what I mean. And now I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Noir Eyeshadow again, and I'm going to press this right underneath my lower lash line, also a little bit on top of that black pencil in my waterline to connect the black eyeshadow with the pencil to make it look extra black and smoky. And to blend out that black eyeshadow, I'm going to use the Bed Rock Eyeshadow from Makeup Geek again. And I'm going back and forth with my brush to blend it out, and you can also press the Bed Rock eyeshadow right underneath the black eyeshadow and then go back and forth with your brush. And yes, now I have removed some of that glitter that has been fallen on my skin. And for my lashes, I use Silly Lashes from my own lash company. I have a special discount code, which you will find in the description box. And yes, this is already the end of the tutorial. I'm really happy with the outcome. I'm not doing very often these kind of cool tone eyeshadow looks, but I really like the outcome. I just don't like how the cool tones look on my complexion, but I don't know. But let me know in the comments if you want to see more of these cool tone eyeshadow looks. I mean, you can find tons of warm brown eyeshadow looks because everyone just loves them, but if you want to see more of these, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to thumbs up if you enjoyed, subscribe if you aren't already, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys!